Hello everybody, welcome back to Eileen's Craft Nook. So today we're doing the second part of our pendants. So in the last video we made these ones, and if you want to see in more detail how these were done, you'll find that in the previous video. So today we're going to work on these four. We're using UV resin and some little pieces that I've gotten from Temu, some nail stickers, our UV pigment, and some mylar flakes. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with our little cat. So first thing I have to do is put these on the tape. I did get this from Temu, but you can find this on Amazon. And you could also use, you don't have to use special tape. This packing tape would work fine as well. So I'm going to just stick it on there. Do this one too. Our big one. Okay, now this one, because it has a back, I don't have to put on the tape. The tape is meant to hold the UV resin in. But this one does have the loop on it. If I were to lay this down, it doesn't lay flat, so I'm going to lay it on a popsicle stick, something that's thicker than the loop, so that it does lay flat. So that's what I'm doing with that one. Okay. So for the cat, I have these nail art tattoos, and I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to cut that out, and then you have to soak it in some water, and then you add it. But before I do that, I have to have something laid on. So I'm going to put my I'm going to mix up some UV resin and with some pigment, and I'm going to put it in the kitty. Okay, so I've added some UV resin to my little cup here. I added some of the white pigment, and I think I might add a little bit of glitter. This is just white glitter that I picked up at one of our local dollar stores here in Canada. And I'm just going to give that a mix. And then I'm going to put it in the cat as my base coat. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make it so that you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So just pour this in and hope for no leaks. I've been pretty lucky with this tape so far. It does seem to make it so that the resin doesn't leak out from underneath. Okay, so there's our kitty cat done. Now, once I give this the first cure, I'm going to add my little stickers. I'm just going to wipe off. I don't want any UV resin on the gold part. And when you're done with these little pots, you can just put them under the UV light as well. That way you can peel out your any leftover resin in there. Okay. Now, this one, I think I'm going to use the mylar flakes in, so I want to give it a black base. So I'm just going to grab another pot, and I'm going to mix up some UV resin, and I'm going to use my black pigment. Okay, you don't need a whole lot. You want to keep in mind that UV resin needs to If you make it so it's opaque, it's not going to cure as well. Now I will be, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. I will be curing these from both the front and the back. So let's just give this, I did extra because I'm doing the next two with the black base. So I'll give this a mix. This is bubbly. I'm right at the end of my bottle of UV resin. So it kind of came out in a sploosh with a bunch of bubbles. Okay, so I'm going to pour. Let me just move this so you guys can see me. Word to the wise, don't touch this tape with these gloves on. It's so sticky. All right. Pour some in here. And then I'm going to pour in here. And I am going to use my lighter to get the bubbles out. Same as I would for 2-part resin. Now this diamond shaped one, I want it fairly, I just want a base coat because I'm putting a piece in there, so I want it to, I don't want it to go over the top. So, all right. So I'm just going to get the bubbles out of this, and then I'm going to stick these 3 under the UV lamp. So just a quick debubble. And then I'm going to cure it up. I'll be right back. Okay, while those are curing, I just want to show you that for my round pendant, I'm doing that with a red base. So I just had my UV resin. I added this kind of burgundy type wine red. I'm going to mix that up. And that I'm adding to this one. So I'll get that done. All right, so we're going to start with our little kitty here. And I have some water. And all I'm going to do is take the little kitty tattoo and I'm just going to put it in the water for about 10 seconds. And these have been cured up. Sorry about my arm in the road. Okay, and then what I'm going to try to do is just see if it should slide off once it's ready. There we go. So you can see the back slid off. I'm going to take my tweezers. I'm just going to gently, very delicate, and I'm going to lay this down into my mold where I want it. My mold, sorry, there we go. And then I'm just going to what do you think? Pretty cute. All right, and I also thought I'd put a little butterfly in there as an accent. You guys can see that. It's not going to focus. Okay, so same method. Just put it in the water for about 10 seconds. Now, um, obviously, I've had these in the water, so they're wet. So you wouldn't add your second coat of resin. You'd want to just kind of dab it off to get the water off before you put the second coat of resin on there. And this one, little butterfly, is done in the same way. You're just gonna wet it, and then I find the easiest is put it tattooed down on my finger and then just wipe it off. And then you can see the back came off, but the little butterfly remained. And I'm going to use my tweezers. I can. Very delicate. There we go. And I'm just going to lay that down on my bezel on the top of the resin. Okay. And then position it where you want. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. There. Okay. So that's it for the kitty. And I'm just going to take one of my little wipies here. This one's dry. I'm just going to kind of dab it to get the moisture off. Now, I haven't cured the back of these yet. You can take, once you cure the back, you can take them off the tape. I haven't done that yet. All right. So there's my little kitty done. All right. I actually think I will cure the back of these so that you guys can see better. I can hold them closer for you to see. And I just want to show you to cure the back. I just actually laid them down on a popsicle stick. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see that one actually did leak a bit. So that's okay. That just means I'll have to trim it, but that's fine. All right, I'm going to get these cured up. Be right back. Okay, so I let those cure for 3 minutes, and I also had cured my pot that I had the red in. You can see it's still a little sticky, so I don't think I'm going to, because I don't have my gloves on, I'll probably cure it again, but I don't want to touch that. Okay, 3 minutes I gave these, so I'm just going to peel them off. And you can see that they are cured at the back. So I don't need my popsicle stick anymore for that. And same with this one. And my little kitty, isn't that cute? Now this one did leak a bit, so I'll just take my little, I don't remember what it's called, but my little tool there, and I'll have to trim that out. So, all right, I'm done with the tape. Okay, so the only thing left for the little kitty here is I'm going to put a top coat on it, and I'll need to trim out the where it leaked bit. Now this one here, I'm going to do, I want to put this guy in the middle, but I wanted to put some like little gold, I thought I might put some of these stickers to kind of around it, so I'm just going to cut out a couple of these. Alright, so like the other ones, for these little stickers, you do the same thing, you're going to soak them in the water, which I have just a little thing of water right here, and then you're going to take them off and put them where you want in the bezel. Now these little sticker things are really inexpensive. I got mine on Temu. Go in and look for nail art. You get a package of them for I don't know, a couple dollars maybe. I don't remember how much I paid, but they were very inexpensive. So, and you can get these bezels. You get a fairly big package of them. I think I paid maybe $5 for a pack of like 50 of them. And sorry guys if my arm's in the road. Okay, so there's the first one. I think I accidentally may have bent this one when I took it off. Let me see if I can straighten it out. If I can't, I'm just going to cut out another one. Like it folded over on itself. There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to place this down. I think I had that upside down. I thought it was gold. I did have it upside down. Alright. Okay. So just flatten that out so there's no air bubbles in it. And then I'm going to do the other two. Alright, I'm back. So as you can see, I added quite a few of those little stickers to this. When I had added just a couple, I thought, I want to fill it right in. So you can see that, I mean, that on its own, especially if I were to fill up the whole thing, would be pretty cute. So the plan for this one is I'm going to put this little thing right in the center and do the resin. I want these stickers to dry a bit, so I'm just setting them aside. And let's work on this one. So this one, I was going to use the Mylar flakes. So I just mixed some of those Mylar flakes with some of the clear UV resin, and I'm going to add them in. Okay. I don't know how this is going to turn out. They're kind of clumpy. Should maybe worked with some smaller flakes, but we're going to move ahead. Whether it turns out or not, if it doesn't turn out, I've still learned something. If it does, then I have a pretty piece of jewelry to wear or to give away. Yeah, this probably would have worked better with some, if I just picked out some smaller flakes, even if I use the same package. Those Mylar flakes are pretty though. Okay. So let me just take a look. Oh yeah, those are pretty, aren't they? A nice little outfit that had some blue in it. Okay, yeah. Well, nothing wrong with that. I'm going to, what I'll do with this one is I will cure it with this, and then I'll put a top coat on it to finish it up. Okay, so let's go ahead and, okay, that's that one. Let's go ahead and come back to this guy, and we're going to place our little lizard friend here into the middle. Now, Okay, so I'm just have my blue light. I'm just doing those mylar flakes. And so the last one we're doing here is this little cat, little round one. And I thought I might put the cat in the middle. You can tell I like cats, right? And put a couple of these little sticker paw prints around the sides. I stuck that on to see if I'd like it, but now I can't get it off. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, let me just get this off. Okay, so I've added my little lizard. In here, I added my little footprints with the cat in the middle. Now that cat obviously is not going to be flush, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a top coat on each of these and cure them. Now when I'm doing my top coat, what I do is I add it in slowly, and then I want it to dome. So I'll add it in and then I'll just go drop by drop until I'm at the point where I think if I were to add another drop, it would spill over. So it's just a very slow, not slow, it's just a very controlled process. And then I'm just going to make sure I don't have any bubbles in there. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of these. All right, so we're back. So I finished the top coating and I've cured them. So let me give you a closer look at these. So we'll start with this one. This is the one that I used the mylar flakes with. Look how the light picks up those flakes. Beautiful. This was our little cat. I added the sticker to it. Isn't that cute? This was our other cat. As you can see, the cat, this has like a 3D effect to it. I'm trying to get it so the light's not. Sorry guys. And finally, we have the one that I added the gold stickers and then I put the lizard in the middle. And this one I domed up. So there we go. So if you want to see how these guys are made, look at my previous video. And these ones. So all I'm going to do is add some chains or some neck things that I picked up from Temu to them. I've already asked my son, he wants to give this one to a friend of his at school. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. This would be a great time to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.